All right. So we just leaving Savannah, Georgia. We're heading to Bluffton, South Carolina, right on the other side of the river. We're going to cross over the state border here shortly and into South Carolina. So this will be yet another state. I'm going to have to get a map up. I'll do that tonight. But we've been in Georgia before. We have not been in South Carolina before, for this trip anyway. I am one of the few people that I know that has had the pleasure and the ability, more importantly, a side note, so when you ride motorcycle and you come up a bunch of traffic stop, you have to pay special attention, because you never know when one of these cars is going to get fed up and try and cut to the front and cut in your lane. And a lot of the time they don't look, so you know, I always slow down, move over, and keep an eye on there. So anyway, for those of you who don't ride, you know, don't be that guy. So all right, but we're going to cross into South Carolina. I am one of the few people that I know, and just by chance and by choice, well, not chance, but by choice, with having made travel one of my things, one of the things that I love to do, I have been in all 50 states. So this will be Trinity's first time in South Carolina. We're booking it up to my good buddy Brian's house. His wife Kim and their daughter Caitlin are going to host me for the night, because they're awesome like that. Brian is the only person from Oregon, from the high school that I graduated from, that I still talk to. And we don't talk as much as we'd like to. You know, it may end up here in the next, I don't know, couple years that we may end up living near each other again, which would be awesome. We have a lot of commonalities. He's a retired Marine as well. He used to work on Harriers and the Joint Strike Fighter, so and he still kind of does now, just not as a Marine, not as an active duty Marine. So thank you, Brian and Kim, if you're watching. I appreciate your hospitality, and if you didn't let me drive the DeLorean, I'm gonna be a little upset. I probably won't even ask though. So but so today's been good. It's been overcast almost all day. We got into central Georgia and the clouds kind of disappeared. What are you doing here, buddy? All right, get off the highway. Clouds kind of disappeared. It was supposed to rain on me while I was in Alabama in the morning. Supposed to start sprinkling on and off about 4 in the morning. Got no rain. You know, it was overcast but beautiful, and temperatures have been, and probably, I haven't checked it all honestly, but it's probably been in the mid 50s, maybe even hit the low 60s at one point. So good day. But you know, that's it. So we got the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention just announced their overnight Out of the Darkness walks, which are 16 miles if I remember correctly. And they're going to be in Dallas on June 2nd, and I will be at that. I'm going to bring my amazing girlfriend and the kiddo. They're going to be there. My girlfriend will walk it. I'll be support for her, and then the kiddo and I will hang out while that's happening. And then our good friend Crystal may or may not make the trip. It just depends on a lot of things, that thing called life. So we're hoping she can make it. I have a feeling that she will, and you know, we'll all have a good time. They'll walk it, and like I said, the kiddo and I will hang out, relax by the pool or something. Pool will probably be closed by the time they're done. So they did the San Diego walk almost a year ago now, so 7, 8 months ago, and it was an amazing experience for them. So my body just won't do 16 miles. It's good for 3 or 4, but after that, my hips and my knees and my feet and my ankles just say, hey, we're not doing this anymore.
Welcome to South Carolina.
There we are. Welcome to South Carolina. And we'll get a picture of the sign here, even though we're getting video. I do love this Sena 10C headset. This thing's just awesome. So we've got 12 miles left on here. So my thoughts for the day, my inside my head. You know, I stopped at the Alabama National Cemetery and visited a friend, and another friend met me there. Thanks, Aaron, for coming out. It was awesome seeing you. But we visited a Marine that was just an all-around amazing person, and unfortunately his life ended way early. But you know, and I've been there. I've been to the cemetery to visit him 3 times in the past few years, past 4 or 5 years, and every time I go, I'm humbled. You know, I'm thankful too. Yeah, I served in the Marine Corps for just shy of 18 years. I retired. I took the early retirement. There were various reasons for that across the board. I was kind of forced to, really, but I was happy to do it. Just my time in the Marine Corps was over. I would not be who I am if it weren't for 2 entities, and one of those is a Marine Corps, and the other is my mom and my dad. And I am thankful that my mom and dad put the time, energy, and effort into me the way they did, because I was a lot of effort needed and a lot of energy needed and a lot of time needed. You know, I was not the most motivated when it came to school, so you know, I think my GPA when I graduated was like a 1.69 or something like that. I just had enough to get by. So, but I graduated on time, you know, mainly because of them, not because of my desire to graduate school, you know. So in the end, looks like that's Harley Davidson of Pensacola calling me that my parts are in. But in the end, you know, I'm thankful for them. But as walking through the cemetery today and you know, reading some headstones and just kind of trying to imagine what other people's lives were like and stuff, you know, you see a Vietnam vet, and what it was like for them to come home was just horrendous. You know, they were treated poorly. The government called on them, and they went and they did what they were told to do, whether you like it or not. Just like the current wars that, you know, are still going on, regardless of what people say, there are still wars going on that the United States is still involved in, and conflicts, if you want to call them, whichever. All politics aside, though, you know, they were not treated well when they came home. They did the job that they were told to do. A lot of them specifically told, because they were, you know, drafted. You know, so you see that, and then next one back, you know, there was Korea, and it's like the Chosin Reservoir. You know, these guys is battling frostbite and snow feet and feet thick, and you know, lack of supplies. And I joked to Aaron, I said, here we are complaining about there's no more Chili Mac MREs, or meals ready to eat. For those of you who've never been in the military, it's a bag with a 3,000 calorie or so meal in it. You know, it's ready to eat, whether you add water or not to some of it.
In a half mile, take exit 5 for US 17 toward US 321, Hardeeville.
So, you know, and then they're, you know, World War II vets, and it's like, holy, I can't even imagine, you know, what they went through. World War I, same thing. I can't fathom it. Today, here I am on a motorcycle, and right now going 60.
Take exit 5, then turn left onto Frontage Road.
Thank you, Google. You know, a couple minutes ago we were going 80 down the road. I'm on a motorcycle taking a video, and these guys, you know, are literally wading through trenches and worrying about, you know, what's going on. And
turn left onto Frontage Road.
Did I have to worry about some of the stuff that they had to worry about in Iraq and Afghanistan? No, we were supposed to turn left there. Yeah, I did in some aspects, but nowhere near the capacity that they
Head
did.
southwest. Keep left at the fork, then turn left onto US 17 South.
For my
turn left onto US 17 South, White Hardy Boulevard.
We're gonna fix our mistake here. with an illegal U-turn.
Continue on US 17 south for 4 miles.
So you know that's it. That's
Head northeast toward Frontage Road.
That's
Turn right onto Frontage Road.
My thought of the day is you know, be thankful for those that served, no matter where you stand. I'm buying some fireworks while here, folks. You know, be thankful for what all we have, no matter where you stand politically or your view on the military, because if it wasn't for our veterans, you know, we wouldn't have what we have at all. So that's it. Have a great day. Thanks. You are loved. You have value. And to all the vets out there, I appreciate your service and I'm thankful for your service. Bye.